Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel for my art. I'm Nadine from Nadine Michelle Art. Thank you for being here. Hi everyone, I'm sorry that it's been so long since I put up like an actual video. I really apologize. But things have been super crazy for me with, Christmas and the holidays, and then just working so much. If I didn't have to work so much, I would have so much more time to paint, which I would love. But, still have to make a living. Yeah, I work like in the healthcare field, and I work like 50, 60 hours a week. So yes, I apologize if I'm ever behind with stuff like that. I try my best, so yeah. Okay, so what I'm gonna do today, I thought I would do like, since I have to do it anyway for this piece I'm making for my sister, I thought I would show you on camera like how I prep my canvases for my acrylic pours. And then in the next video or two, I'm not sure how I'm gonna do it, if I'm gonna put it all in one video or what, but I have a triptych coming up I'm gonna make for her. And I was just looking at my table today, and I know I can't pour all three at once. So I'm either gonna do one at a time or two and then one or something like that. Yeah, I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, I can't do all three at once, I know that for sure. There's not enough room. And I'm also worried, like, okay, so say like I poured all three together. You go and put your base coat on all of them, and then you do your flip cups or whatever you're doing on them. And then like by the time you get to tilt like the second and the third one, like won't your paint start like drying here, and so it won't move as good? Like that's what I would be worried about. So the most I'll do at once is two. I'm not doing more than two. I might do them singly. They seem to come out better anyway, and I don't want them all to like be the same thing. I'm not gonna like pour them as one. I'm gonna pour them all like separately. Like I want them to look like they go together but not be the same. If that makes any sense, I don't know. Here, let me show you an example of what I mean. So like these that I painted have this one, okay, and then this one, they're not varnished and they might be dusty, so I'm sorry. Okay, so like you can tell that they definitely go together, but they're not the same, they're a little different. So that's what I'm aiming for, something like that. And the only other thing is she doesn't want negative space, so that's gonna be challenging for me because I love negative space. Like I will leave negative space on everything. Even if it's just a little corner, I don't know, I just really like it. So yeah, so that's what I'm aiming for the look. Like it's a totally different color palette, but yeah, that's what I'm going for. So, I have 3 12 by 24 canvases I'm doing, so I will show you how to prep all three. I might fast forward through the last two because it's basically the same process, and I don't think you want to sit there and watch 3 of them. I don't even know if I'll put all 3 in. I don't know, we'll see. Haven't decided yet. Okay, so first what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our plastic off carefully. Be careful when you're opening them because you do not want to like cut through to the canvas. That would be very sad. Okay. Another thing I need more of is canvases. Being an artist, you get to need so many things, and then until like you get out there, it can be hard to sell at first, you know. I love painting though. It's my happy place. Probably why I've been so cranky the past couple of weeks, because I've been just doing like coasters, and to me that's not like painting. So yeah, I apologize to anyone. As you can see, I opened 3 beautiful canvases. These are the Artist Loft gallery wrapped canvases, the deep edge. Okay, these are the nicer ones. I got them at the 70% off sale. They were a really good deal. So what you need to prep your canvas is obviously the canvas. We really need that. But what you also need, now this is how I do it. There's lots of ways you can do it. Everybody has their own way of doing things. There's no right or wrong way here. But I am just showing you how I do it on my channel and with my art, okay? So what you'll need, what we're gonna use, first of all, you want some scissors, okay? Because we're gonna be cutting tape, so it just makes it easier. And then I use these cup hooks. You can get these at Walmart. You can get these at Home Depot. You can get them lots of places. These are the bigger ones, the 2 1/4 inch ones. And they have the vinyl on them. And I just find that these ones are easier to put in for me. But you can get the regular just metal ones. And they're I think they're cheaper. So whatever works for you, you know. Okay, and then also you need painter's tape. This is just the blue painter's tape you get at like Walmart or Home Depot. I actually recommend frog tape over this tape. I'm just using this because I have it, but frog tape works like a lot better. So just a little recommendation. I also have this. This is just a spray bottle filled with water. No special kind of water, just regular water. And then that's everything you will need to actually prep your canvas. But to do other things, like say, if you want to paint your edges with the paint and stuff, you'll need the paint and a paintbrush and everything, okay? The first thing we're gonna do to prep our canvas is, me personally, like, I don't like super messy backs. Like, it bothers my soul a little. So I used to not cover the backs, and like when I don't cover the back with tape, it's like a real hot mess. Like, it looks like it went through some kind of like war or something. It's crazy. And like, yeah, I can't. I can't. I don't mind if there's a little mess to the back, but I also don't like it plain white. I'm weird, you guys. Like, I need that middle ground. Like, a little messy is okay, but when it's too messy, oh no. So that's why we tape the back. It's a personal preference. It's nothing you have to do, nothing you're doing wrong if you're not doing it. So yeah, I get some of our painter's tape here, and then I'm just gonna start to line the tape on the edges here. The only instructions I would say to tell you is you want scissors. When you rip it off, it gets really uneven, so you want scissors to like cut the tape. Number 2, make sure it's like in line with where it ends. Like, even if you go a little before the tape, that's better, because then you won't get like a line on like the paint here. Like, how do I explain it? Like a line, like there'll be like a line on the back edge, or a little like right here on the edge where you can see it. And yeah, it'll be a little line. And I told you guys I have issues. I'm a perfectionist and I can't handle it. So yeah. I have problems, I know. Okay. So just make sure it's like even with where it ends and starts where you're putting your tape. I truly hope that makes sense. Like, I'm crazy sometimes, you guys. To speed this part up, it's gonna take me a minute because I have 3 of these to do, so yeah. But I'm just gonna continue putting tape all over their edges until they are covered. And like, see how this part of the tape's hanging over the edge a little bit right here? If I don't cut this and I leave that there, there'll be a line on our bottom edge right here. Just thought I'd point that out for anybody else that is OCD like myself. Just a little tip there. Oh man. I'm not crazy, you guys. The swears have been tested. And you also want to make sure that like this edge of the tape, you saw how I just fixed it, is where it should be and not too far over, because then again there will be a line on your bottom edge here. Okay, now this one, and like I said, I'll probably speed the rest of this up because you guys don't want to sit here watching me do the same thing over and over. So yeah. Next step is we are going to put some hooks in on all 4 corners. So these hooks, I learned about using these from Gina DeLuca actually. So she puts them on her canvas to level it, to raise it off the surface. And it's also like helpful when you're tilting your canvas as well. So I tried it, and I've tried other things like the stands and everything, and I really like those, but like these work the best for leveling. And they are really easy. Like if it's off a little on one side but not the other, you just have to figure out where it needs to be loosened a little or tightened. So it's really, in my opinion, it's a lot easier to level with these. That's just my opinion. Oh, I forgot to say, we need a leveler too. My bad, guys. So the first time that I put these in, they were so hard. Like I had to use like a hammer to like hammer a nail to like get a hole in the back. And those weren't even with these deep edge canvases. I don't know what that was about, if I just wasn't used to it or what. But now I don't need a hammer and stuff, so I don't know if it just like, it just takes practice or what, but yeah, now I don't, it's pretty easy for me. So I just kind of peek under the tape here, and I see about where I'm aiming for. And you want to make sure you're putting your hook in on the wood part. You don't want to put it on just the white here. You want it to be on the wood. Okay, right there. So I'm gonna do about right here. ish. And it doesn't have to be perfect, just like estimated, you know, thing. Like the first twist or two, it'll be hard, but then, like I said, see, it's going in already. See, bam. See, that's all there is to it. And then we do that with all 4 sides on each canvas. So I will show you this first one, but then after this, I will speed you up. And sometimes it takes a little more muscle than with others, but it will go in there. And if you hear the wood like start to like kind of make a splitting noise, I mean, you can go a little further, but I wouldn't go too much further with how tight you're doing it. Okay. Okay, we're gonna flip her over. And the same thing. You wanna try to get it like pretty even. So like, see how it, well, can you see that? So see how the hook's right here? We want it to like kind of line up, you know, you don't want to do it way in like the side or something, you know. You would want to do it like more like right here-ish. Okay, so that makes sense. So it's like even, you know. Like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect, it's just an estimate. We can always fix it when we level it on our table. Another thing you want to look out for is you want to make sure they're all like straight. Like if they start to go off to the side or something, that's no bueno. You want them to be straight. So sometimes you might need to just tighten them a little more or something, okay? Okay, that's canvas number 1. Okay, so I'm going to do this 2 more times. Again, I will probably speed you up through this part. The hooks on the canvas is make sure, and I didn't like do this yet because I know I'm gonna have to move them when I level them, but like, okay, so you want to make sure like this side is facing this way, the hooks, and then the opposite side is facing the opposite way. I need to fix some of these, but you see what I'm saying? Like this one side faces this way, the hooks, and then this side, they go that way. I really hope that makes sense. But when you level them, you might have to move them a little bit, but they should, for the most part, stay like this. Okay, I'm just gonna do this in like the order of how I would do things, like if I were prepping my own canvas, okay? So I'm not worried about leveling right yet. I'm just going to paint my edges, and then I'm going to show you how to tighten your canvas, and then we will go through how to level your canvas, which is very important part in prepping. I always paint my edges no matter what consistency of paint I use, regardless if it's thin, if it's really thick. It's just like a step that takes like a couple seconds, you know, like that you could paint the edges, versus when it's done, if you have to touch those edges up, that'll take you a good hour, sometimes longer. So, you know, I'd rather just take those couple minutes and be safe than sorry, and then you don't have to touch them up, and like your paint just sticks better to it too, I feel like. So that's what I'm going to do now. This is a completely optional step. Well, like I said, it's just a step I automatically do now. So yeah, so I literally just squeeze it out of the bottle or whatever, and then put it on the corner here, just cause, I don't know, I just do, it's just easier for me. And then we're gonna take our brush and just paint it. Okay, so I like using these kind of brushes personally, because I like the Raphael ones from, what you call it, Jerry's Artorama I got it from. So yeah, I like these a lot. Okay, so we're gonna paint our edges here. And it doesn't have to be perfect, you guys. It's just a little quick coat here. So don't feel like you have to do it perfect or anything. Actually, I really like this color. I've never used this color before. Thanks to my sister, though. Now I will. It looks really pretty. I'm just painting the edges now, okay? So I'm going to paint just this part right here, the edges, okay? I have a couple of ideas of things I want to do. I'm sorry, I have been like kind of MIA. I just like had zero time and zero energy. So yeah, but I will tell you, I got a gift card to Amazon, and just for funsies, I was like, let me see if they have Australian Floetrol. I honestly, like, I don't know, I didn't think they had it or something. And I was like, oh my god, they do have it. And the shipping wasn't outrageous or anything, like from Australia, you know. So yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna get it until like mid-February. But you guys, I can do what I've been wanting to do for a long time, is some bloom swipes. I really, really love how those look. They look very beautiful and they have a very organic feel to them. I really love them. And I want to practice doing them. But the problem was I couldn't like get Australian Floetrol. It's just been kind of broke lately. So yeah. But yeah. But now I kind of, it's going to be so much fun, and I'm so excited. Yeah, I'm a nerd. Yeah, I can't wait for that. And we're gonna do the same thing on here. And so yeah, I'm really excited that I can finally do some bloom swipes. I've been wanting to do those, or like to start learning how to do them for so long. I've just been too broke to buy art supplies lately, unfortunately. So yeah, good thing I have a stock of stuff, but yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I'm really excited to do that. And then the other thing I really want to do, and I'm sorry if you're getting tired of these colors, but I really love wintry colors, and I really love winter, and I've barely had any snow yet, and it's just not fair. But I know some people will probably be screaming at me like, what, you like snow? But yes, I love snow. It just makes everything so like magical, and I just love it. Okay, I'm sorry, but I do. I absolutely love the snow. Anyways, so I want to do like I don't know if I want to do a straight pour or a flip cup on a spinner. I don't know, I'm not sure, but I either want to do a straight pour on the spinner or a flip cup on the spinner, and then you make it look like a vortex. So yeah, I want to do that in wintry colors and make it look like a wintry cave thing or something. I got that idea. I don't know, I just really want to do that. But I'm so excited to do these bloom swipes that it's like, I'm so excited for that. Like, you guys have no idea how long I've been wanting to like start learning how to do these. They are like, I love them so much. Okay, so yeah, stay tuned for that. You can see all my fails probably in the beginning of what of my bloom swipes. I'm gonna teach myself, and I really want to learn how to do like the scoop and drags. I like those too. Those are cool. Now it's gonna take some practicing, so yeah, it'll take me a minute, but I'll get it. What I love about fluid art, you're never like done learning. There's always a new technique, and there's always a technique that you don't do that much or that you're not that good at, and you can always learn more. Even with just the same technique, if you change one color or one, like, you know, you put a little more of this color than you did last time, you can get a totally different result. It's so crazy. I love it. Plus, it's fun to be a mad scientist sometimes, you know, because I don't like using silicone, so I like go by like densities and stuff like that. So that's how I get my cells. So yeah, a whole bunch of coasters in the making. And I basically just painted them all because I had leftover paint. I was like, well, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, so why not, you know, just make something out of it, right? Yeah, don't ever waste paint, you guys. You can always make something out of it, even if it's just one little coaster. Okay, welcome back, everyone. So I let this fully dry our edges. I let it dry like overnight, and then it was dry the next day. Okay, so our next step in prepping our canvas is we need to level it. Now, leveling is very important. Take the time to do this always. Don't say, you know, it'll be fine, you know, nothing will happen, it'll stay like it is, you know, even if it's on level. Trust me, it will not. Like, I've had times where like it was all right here in the middle, like my design mostly, and then it went way off this way. Like, just do yourself a favor and take the time to do this. Trust me. Yeah, there's times, yeah, it's like just a little bit off on the side or whatever, and I thought it'd be fine, but then the next day my painting looked completely different. So yeah, this is a very important step in this art form. Okay, so we need our leveler, okay. So I'm gonna see where we're at here. I may or may not have to adjust it too much. So I don't know if you can tell, but this side and this side is not totally level. So we're gonna have to mess with our hooks a little bit here. So in order to fix that, all we would do is we would tighten our hooks or loosen them. Now you have to mess around with this and just see what works, okay? I can't really tell you, like, you know, the exact spot to like put them at to where it's level, because like it depends on like your table you're painting on, like the floor, your house, everything, like how level it is. So yeah, I can't really say. So I'm just gonna mess with this a little to see which side of the hooks I need to move. Like, if it gets worse, then I'll put those back. So and now I'm gonna try some of them on this side and just tighten it and loosen it and see where we're at. All right, let's see. So you literally just have to like loosen them and tighten them and then just look and see how level it is. Okay, that's like, I can't really tell you more than that because yeah, it's just, that's what I do to get it level. You just have to mess around with it. All right, let's see. Okay, we're pretty darn close. I don't know if you can see. There's just like a smidgen over the line, but that could also just be like, you know, like your actual house and your floor too. So there's that to consider, okay? And honestly, I've painted on these tables a lot now, and I have not had a leveling problem since I first started painting, so I'm really not too worried with it as long as it's pretty level and just like a tiny bit off. Like, it should be fine. Should be, watch it, like all goes over. Anyway, though, so that's how you level. So, and you want to make sure all 3 of these are level, not just one, all of them. And then what I do, I don't know if I'll do it on camera, but I put like little marks of where to put my canvas, like after I paint it, you know, because it's wet and you just set it down wherever. But I'll put little like with permanent marker, like marks of where to like set my canvas so I don't forget. So yeah, that's what I do. Yeah, so what our hooks look like now. They're not straight anymore, as you can see, but this is how it is level. So yeah, I'm gonna do that same exact process with all 3, but I don't know, I feel like it's a little redundant to, you know, do it 3 times on camera. If you ever want to see it again, I'll do it in more of my videos, like when I paint it. So yeah. Okay, the last and final thing you want to always do before you paint a canvas is you want to spray the back with water. Always do this, because otherwise your canvas will get like loose and saggy. And sometimes you can fix it by like spraying it with the back with water again, but not always. Like, I've had to throw out canvases because I forgot to do this. So always do this. So all you want to do is turn your canvas over, and then we're gonna spray it with water. Don't want to like drench it or anything, but just like, you know, like get it like saturated, if that makes sense. And then the way you know that it's tight and good to go is you want to like flick it. And I don't know if you can hear that, but when you do that, it will sound like a drum. Okay, I'll try to do it again so you can hear it. Okay, so when it sounds like a drum, that means you're good to go. It's tight, it's ready. So yeah, this is how you prep your canvases for an acrylic pour. In my next video, you're gonna see me do a painting with this canvas. So thanks for watching. And if you have any questions, please feel free to put those in the comments. Also, if you want to check out my Instagram, Facebook, or TikTok accounts, I'm on there as well. And I show little previews like of things I'm working on. But thanks for watching, and I will see you next time on Nadine Michelle Art. Bye.